He played a great game against Boston. Pass to Daniels. Will it go? Simon's shot is good.
And finally, a made shot. They look a little relieved after that one.
For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Outside Wembanyama. Here's Benton. Shot clock at 6. Pass to the dude. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Hawks trail by 5. Here's Risacher. Banked it in off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's the dude, averaging almost 23 points a contest. A fantastic offensive player. Knocks down the long J.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Simons. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
And you know, he knew the hit was coming. And Simons sacrificing his body anyway. You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized. But with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players. And he's become a ferocious scorer.
Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. The Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams and miss out on those big guys.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Simons. The Spurs making their last shot. Here's Risacher. Last game, he had 28 points. Johnson for 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Here's the dude. Pass to Jackson. Here's Castle. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. Here's the dude. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, this is what you love seeing. Jackson Jr. using that size advantage on the offensive glass.
A 1:42 left in the first. Inside. Stolen by Wembanyama. Back come the Spurs in transition. Shoots over Simons. And San Antonio again with a bucket.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
And it's Simons with the ball for the Hawks. Trailing by 10. Right side Johnson. The 3 from Risacher. He buries it from 3. Risacher's got 5 points.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Wembanyama, screen on Simons. Here's the dude. The rebound by Atlanta. There's 53 seconds left now in the first quarter. Pass to Risacher. Here's Daniels. Let's go with a 3. Risacher, no good. Stolen. Daniels passes to Johnson. Count it. Good.
I know what they say. Defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And Richard, we talked about Victor Wembanyama. 7'4". Skilled. Did you ever think we'd see a player like him?
Maybe in about 20 years, but we're seeing more and more hybrids. He is just an outlier that we have never seen before. The tallest player in the league and one of the most skilled.
27 seconds left to play in the first. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
San Antonio leading by 4. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the evening. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Here's Risacher. He's got 5. Here's the 3. Sinks it from distance. Risacher's gotten his 3rd basket of the night. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. It's the Spurs up by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for San Antonio?
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
Another thing that's gone well for them is the mid-range jumper. It's been falling with ease so far.
We've got Delano Banton, and it's Carter in at the power forward position. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, the dude in their last time out against the Magic played really well. He dropped in 16 points and was relentless, drawing fouls and cashing in at the line. He stepped up his game tonight, and you could tell his teammates loved seeing him go to work. Guys?
Great work. Thanks for that. And there's always the chance of a carryover effect into tonight's game.
I wouldn't put it past him, but it's tough to have back-to-back performances like that.
And his teammates shouldn't be relying on him to do that either. They need him to be ready to step it up.
3 on the clock. The open shot, Nurkic is rebounded by Okoro.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Here's Risacher. 10 points for him. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Releases. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Here's Bufkin. 14 points for him last game against Boston. Shot from 16. The bank shot, no good.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Here's the dude. He had 16 in the win against Orlando. Pass to Nurkic. Here's the dude. Just 5 to shoot. Spurs need to get one up here.
All right, I don't want to make you feel too old here, RJ, but you did get drafted back in 2001. What's the biggest change to the game, you think?
Oh, I think without a doubt the physicality and the 3-ball. Teams are not as physical, and they shoot a lot more threes. When I came in, they were barely shooting them. Now that's all that matters.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Bobby Portis is checked in for the Hawks. Simons comes in for Okoro. Let's check in on the Western Conference standings as the race to the playoffs continues. Taking a look at San Antonio, when it comes to playoff seedings, they're in a dubious position right now. 9th place in the conference.
Checking out San Antonio, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
And you have to wonder if this roster can get to that next level. They have talent, but if it doesn't come together, they might have to shake it up.
Now here's Portis. An 11-point game for him in the win against Boston.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Here's the dude, trailing by 2. Count it. The dude's got 10 points in the game. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Bufkin. Here's Purdue. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Boston. Here's Rizachet. Here's Bufkin. No good from outside. Here's the dude. He takes it in. And that one is hammered home.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. For Atlanta, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Simons. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, ripped away. Back come the Spurs in transition. Ooh, poked away. Here's the dude. To the paint. Jackson, the pass to Wembanyama. The dude gets the bucket. Now it's a 4-point San Antonio lead.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. Devin Vassell, he's checked in for Banton. Johnson, he's checked in for Atlanta. Daniels comes in for Bufkin. Hawks trail by 4. Pass to Daniels. And there's 1:45 left in the second quarter. Johnson finds Portis. Here's Daniels. 6 to shoot. The Hawks need to get one up here. And Atlanta misses again.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time. Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And we've got 1:18 left in the first half. And the 11th pick in 2020. Devin Vassell was drafted for his defense. But Richard, his shot creation has come a long way.
Yeah, he's very comfortable handling and operating in the mid-range. One of his best ranges. He's moved past that 3 and D tag, and he's showing he can do so much more.
Here's the dude. He's got 14 to the middle. Wembanyama, no good.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Atlanta shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 40 seconds left in the first half. Here's the dude. Over Portis. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Wembanyama's got 4 points in the quarter.
And what's scary about Wemby is that his jumper is only getting better.
Lets the 3 fly. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Deflected. They retain possession. Castle misses. Here's Purdue. There's Simons with a 3. And that's not going to go. And so the San Antonio Spurs leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Good to have you with us with the season in its latter.
You know, right now for the Hawks, they've played okay, but unfortunately, that's not getting you into the playoffs. They were hoping to take the next step this year. That led to a lot of frustration for everybody. Their fans are hangry. They wanted to eat.
So let's dig into that first half now, and what was a very solid performance for the Spurs.
I like what they're doing. Playing with physicality, they've worked hard to gain the edge in areas like rebounding.
Yeah, that's the difference in the game.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And it's Simons with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. 6-point game. And at home for the next game, it'll be New York pulling in to face them. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. Risacher and Johnson, they're the forwards. Anthony Simons out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's Portis in at the center position, locking down the middle. Fires in the triple.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Pass to Daniels. Here's Risacher to the inside. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Here's the dude. He's covered by Simons. The dude gets the bucket.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Here's Simons. He's got 5. Pass to Daniels. Johnson passes to Simons. Drills it from deep. Simons has got 8 points.
Yeah, such an assertive shooter. Simons has his feet planted and just hits it.
Here's the dude. He's covered by Simons. And there's a pick. You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
Simons with it. Give him 8 points now. 90 seconds into the second half now. Pass to Daniels. The 3 from Risacher. Banton pulls it in.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Here's the dude. He's covered by Simons. From downtown. Rebounded by Johnson.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
Simons outside. Outside Johnson. Clock at 6. Portis against Jackson. The 3 from Risacher. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side. And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed 1 shot in their first 5.
Hawks trail by 8. Pass to Daniels. There's the 3. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 8 rebounds in the game.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Jackson on the wing. Here's Castle. On the take. And that one is stuffed right through.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor."
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie. Hawks trail by 10. Pass to Daniels. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Simons against Carter. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's... The Hawks trailing. We've got Jackson. He's out there with Wembanyama. And it's the dude in at the point guard position. That's the San Antonio 5. The three from Reza Shea. Here's Bufkin. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
And San Antonio has possession following the score by Atlanta. Pass to Benton. 6 on the shot clock. For 3. Here's Wembanyama. There's Jackson with the 3. Here's the dude. Goes up again. It's hauled in by Patterson.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more often times than not.
San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's Reza Shea. Pass to Patterson. Okoro up top. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's the dude. Castle's checked in for San Antonio. Here's the dude. And there's the drive. And the shot goes.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
So for the Hawks, Reed comes in for Patterson, and Anthony Simons subbed in for Okoro.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
Hawks trail by 5. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. To the middle.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic. Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
The Hawks have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Here's Reza Shea. Pass to Purdue. No good with the triple. Here's the dude. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both shots. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Pass to Portis. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
That free throw no good. And he's good on the second. San Antonio leading by 5. The dude passes to Benton. Here's the dude. Wembanyama screen. The dude. Oh, great D that time from Portis. The Hawks shooting about 47%. A nice number. Here's Daniels. Pass to Simons. Fires the three. On target from range.
He knocked one deep ball in the first half, but you start to get the feeling he's finding his rhythm out there now.
The rebound by Atlanta. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by.
You don't win Defensive Player of the Year unless you're extremely disrupted. Jackson was all over that.
Here's Wembanyama. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
In a tight game, this is who they want taking these shots.
The Hawks call timeout.
And he hasn't gotten anything to go. You can see the frustration mounting as a result. His team, not in great shape either.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Atlanta's coach had last break. He ripped into their perimeter game and their energy level, saying to his guys, you're just running through the motions out there. There's no hustle or desire to chase them off the three-point line or to try to get open looks from deep on the other end. Guys?
As always, Allie, we thank you.
What a make by Simons, ready to produce under pressure.
Here's the dude. Wembanyama screen. The dude passes to Wembanyama. It's rebounded by Risache. Risache's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Simons to take the lead. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
And the defense has to know that taking away his three is the #1 priority, and he's hurt them all game long with that shot. It makes no sense. That is where you want to see Wemby, making big plays in big moments.
And it's Simons missing. San Antonio's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Here's the dude. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got 8 rebounds in the game. Daniels passes to Simons. Ooh, he connects. His 7th basket. He's 7 of 15 now.
This kid has it. Simons big late in the game.
And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Wembanyama against Portis. Wembanyama, screen on Simons. Just 4 to shoot.
I like the aggressive approach. He's going to have to be more efficient.
And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
The inescapable length of Wemby. What a block.
The dude. Oh, he drained it from downtown.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
The Hawks call timeout. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
If they've got a surefire, quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Simons outside. Pass to Risache. 5 on the clock. Takes a 3. Off target from downtown. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
Delivering exactly what they needed from the line. He secures the 3-point lead. And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.